All right, welcome back to the show. Thank you very much. Call a friend. I have something that could be very, very interesting for you, and you'll be interested in it as well. CEO of Cofigold, Mr. Cofigold himself is here in the studio. And then I have two beautiful ladies. One is Sweet 16, and the other one is like Sweet 16. So there's Tutu Gifty, who is the young girl with us here. Dodo Martha is the mom. But let's start off with Cofigold. He has something to tell us about why today we're not talking clothing. But again, for those of you who have watched and paid attention to what Cofigold does, apart from churning out very good quality clothing, there's also that aspect of it where connecting to the less privileged or people who are in some form of needs comes into the issue. And so I'm not surprised that he's here today to speak about something connected to that. Thank you very much, sir. And congratulations to you as well. A big, big one last week, and the packaging line is officially launched now. And of course, the trademark is also on. Thank you very much for coming through. What's up today?
Well, thank you. Nice to see you. Well, the family still keep working.
Absolutely.
Of course. I think now we have the free gear to really move. So let's get ourselves set. Let's get ready for something exciting.
Okay.
Cofigold, as usual, promised to give something wonderful to Guineans and people in Africa and globally.
Okay.
Anyway, our tradition never breaks. Our passions, our love for humanity, you know, the true Cofigold is love for humanity, actually. When it talks about Cofigold, it's not about the clothesline, which people know, but love for humanity, which we have done numerous works supporting humanity in different ways. You know, health, education, other issues which matters to betterness of humanity, you know. And that gives us joy. So when you really come to Cofigold, the very in-depth of Cofigold is helping people. Today we are here with very excited information. I believe it's very excited because helping people or putting a smile on the face of people is something everyone should, you know, be part of.
Yeah.
Yes, putting a smile on the face of somebody is one key thing I always say, wow, I would love to do than only me being the very person smiling.
Okay.
So I love to see people smile. I mean, we have an issue here we'd like to present to our listeners and to Guineans and to everyone and see how well we could just come on board and support.
Okay.
You can see very beautiful ladies as we introduce.
Yeah.
That's my lovely sister over there. I like her smile always.
I know.
She was at the lunch, of course.
Okay.
And I introduced her to my wonderful client. And I mean, just that she has some issues with her heart. The health have some few issues we all need to support. She has hole in heart. She's been diagnosed with a hole in heart. And I mean, she's gone through the sequence of medical treatment, and final decision from the cardiologist at Cofigold simply means that it cannot be handled here.
Where would it be handled then?
Yeah, it's 3 countries, specifically Canada, Germany, South Africa. That's where the surgery could be done. Okay,
so for the purposes of our viewers, the young girl in the pictures, I mean, what you're supposed to be seeing now, Tutu Gifty is her name, and she's been diagnosed of hole in heart. I've heard that condition. Does it literally mean that you have a hole in your heart? I mean, I don't know.
I don't really know. As a matter of fact, since both of us are not medical experts,
yes.
I mean, I just saw a sign when we were coming. I did interview her. How are you doing? She said, you're fine. You know, just climbing the staircase. And she was left behind. I said, won't you come? She said, I can't climb.
Wow.
Just here, you can't climb. Why? I mean, the first step you try to climb, you have to wait and be carried by someone at his back. I said, well, it's not the way I thought it is. But you told me you were fine. I thought maybe you were okay.
You don't say.
I'm telling you now, what I just saw, I was just trying to, maybe when I get back to the office, I'll figure out what I saw, if really it wasn't a Ghana movie. You know?
So, I mean, according to the, this is from the Cofigold Teaching Hospital, and it's on their letterhead. They gave a background history to this whole thing, and Gifty walked at 2 years of age, and mother noticed that She started easily after taking a few steps. She also had difficulty in breathing on exertion. She was taken to a peripheral hospital where she was managed for a bronchial asthma on inpatient and outpatient basis. Symptoms persisted, and she was subsequently referred here for a pediatric cardiology opinion. Gifty was born at term by elective cesarean section on account of transverse lie. She required oxygen immediately after birth with good results. There was no neonatal complications. And there's there's a very lengthy one. The long and short of it is that the girl is struggling and needs to get medical attention urgently. How much is it needed to deal with this condition? How much did he say is needed? Let me talk to Madame Dodo. How much money would we need?
I don't know.
You don't know the money. They've not told you how much money it is. So if somebody wants to support now, what do we do, Mr. Cofigold?
Well, what we're trying to do now, since I've had a few discussions with some medical experts, and since they are really helping us to make sure we get some information about how much it might cost, because since it differs the country that accept to continue with this surgery or to do it for them, so really working it out. But looking at the situation now, we've started with the process because having surgery out of the country, you know what it takes. You have to get passport and all these things. So actually here, they being Accra, I've started working on those things, get their passports ready. Then when you're able to raise money and had a family who have passion on them, who would like to help, we still support them. Whilst, despite the help we look for towards their medical conditions to be better, still make sure being here, we still manage them, going to school. It's not the usual way a child can walk to school and come back. I mean, spend transport like 20 cedi in and out in the village, you know what it means. Even Accra is a lot of money for most of us to take our kids and spend that transport. So we try to manage all this to make sure her mindset is in good condition of knowing that help will come,
So what it means is anybody who wants to help would have to contact one of them. The parent.
Yeah, they have a mobile transfer money can donate on. Yes, probably whilst we work towards the process of getting the figure. But per what my doctor have told me, it differs, but it's a huge amount of money, which, these surgeries in the Western countries, it comes with a huge amount of money. So he's going to work and make sure I get a good deal, and then probably we'll be able to have a round figure of what it will cost. Not just that, probably flying them and getting all this documentation in place for them to really obtain their visas and then travel. It's a whole package.